F-85. Just like the Cutlass. Solid. Good looking car. Really nice driver. I just drove this car 20 miles from Angola to Orland. Real nice. Good tires. Brand new. All the way around. New brakes. All the way around. All the lights work. Even the air conditioning still blows.
Number 1. The 1966 Oldsmobile F-85, listed at $7,400 and located in Angola, Indiana. Let's kick things off with a solid piece of American automotive history, the 1966 Oldsmobile F-85. This car is coming up on 60 years old, but it still looks sharp, runs strong, and carries that unmistakable mid-60s Oldsmobile charm. This one shows 66,000 miles on the odometer, and under the hood it's powered by the Oldsmobile 330 V8 engine. That's paired to a variable vane 2-speed automatic transmission, which was Oldsmobile's take on giving drivers a smooth and reliable ride. It's the kind of setup that lets you cruise comfortably on the open road, while still having enough punch when you need it. Now, here's where this car stands out. The seller has already put some work into it. It's got brand new tires, fresh brakes, and even a new master cylinder. So stopping power is right where it needs to be. And get this, the air conditioning still works. That's not something you hear often on a classic like this. Having working AC in a car from 1966 makes it a lot more enjoyable to drive, especially if you're planning on cruising in the summer. As for condition, it's described as super solid inside and out. It runs, it drives, and it's the kind of car you can take just about anywhere. Whether you're heading to a car show, taking out on a Sunday drive, or even just parking around town, you can bet this Oldsmobile is going to turn heads and spark conversations. These F-85s don't pop up every day, especially ones that are this clean and this road ready. The seller is asking $7,400 and is looking for a fair cash offer close to that price. They're not interested in trades, so it's a straight-up sale. The car is parked at a local business in Angola, Indiana, making it easy to check out if you're nearby. So, if you're searching for a classic mid-60s Oldsmobile that's dependable, eye-catching, and already sorted with fresh tires, brakes, and working air conditioning, this 1966 F-85 is a strong contender. It's affordable, it's ready to drive, and it's the kind of car that makes you smile every time you slide behind the wheel.
Okay. It does have some scratches on the passenger side.
Number 2. The 1983 Lincoln Continental Mark VII, listed at $7,500 and located in Seville, Ohio. Up next, we got a real piece of early 80s luxury, the 1983 Lincoln Continental Mark VII. Back in the day, this was one of Ford's flagship luxury sedans, and it carried that big, bold styling that Lincoln was famous for. This particular example shows just 51,000 miles on the odometer, which is extremely low for a car that's now over 40 years old. Under the hood, it's paired with an automatic transmission, making it a smooth, comfortable cruiser, exactly what you'd expect from Lincoln. These cars were built for comfort, long highway drives, and that classic American luxury feel. And with mileage this low, it's got plenty of life left to enjoy. Now, let's talk condition. The seller describes as overall solid, but with a few age-related quirks. On the outside, it's got some scuffs and scratches, nothing unexpected for a car this vintage. Inside, the interior is in very good condition, showing that it's been well cared for. The only real interior issue is the headliner starting to sag, which is pretty typical for cars of this age and can be fixed without too much trouble. Electrically, there are a couple of small things to note. The gas gauge doesn't always read correctly, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And while the driver's side window works perfectly, a couple of the other windows occasionally act up. Again, nothing major, but something to keep in mind if you're planning on making it your daily driver. The seller is asking $7,500 for this Lincoln and is not interested in trades. It's cash only. If you're serious, you'll need to call ahead to set up an appointment to see it in Seville, Ohio. So here's the bottom line. If you're after a true classic luxury sedan with extremely low miles, a comfortable ride, and that unmistakable Lincoln presence, this 1983 Continental Mark VII could be the one. A few minor age-related fixes, and you've got yourself a collectible cruiser that still stands out on the road today. Number 3. The 1955 Chrysler Imperial Sedan 4-door, listed at $8,000 and located in Milford, Ohio. Now here's a true classic from the golden age of American luxury, the 1955 Chrysler Imperial Sedan. This car represents mid-50s Chrysler at its finest, big, bold, and built to make a statement. Back in its day, the Imperial was Chrysler's top-of-the-line model, going head-to-head with Cadillacs and Lincolns. This particular example shows just 13,062 miles on the odometer. While it's been sitting in long-term storage, the current owner has already started bringing it back to life. The carburetor's been rebuilt, and a few other mechanical updates have been tackled. The good news? It now runs pretty well. In fact, the seller just drove it around the block. Of course, after sitting for years, there are still a few things that need attention. The brakes feel soft and will definitely need to be gone through, and the car will also need a new set of tires before it's road ready. But that's to be expected with a project like this. The seller points out that a lot of the key features are still working. The power windows function, the heater works, and even the parking brake is operational. For a 1955 model that's been tucked away in storage, that's pretty impressive. And more importantly, the car is described as super solid, making an excellent foundation for a restoration or a fun winter project. The price is set at $8,000 firm, and the seller makes it clear, no trades, no lowball offers. They've got a clean title in hand. So if you're serious, the deal is straightforward. So here's the bottom line. If you're searching for a piece of mid-century American luxury, something that's already running but still needs some finishing touches, this 1955 Chrysler Imperial Sedan is a rare find. With its solid body, working features, and clean paperwork, it's ready for the next owner to give it the attention it deserves and bring it fully back to life. Number 4. The 1981 Chevrolet Camaro Z28, listed at $10,000 and located in Jackson, Kentucky. Here we got a true piece of American muscle history, the 1981 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. For many enthusiasts, the Z28 represents more than just a car. It's a symbol of speed, style, and that late 70s, early 80s muscle era that refuses to be forgotten. This particular example is no trailer queen. In fact, it's a daily driver with a clean title and plenty of life left in it. Under the hood sits a 350 small block V8, paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, upgraded with a shift kit for sharper, more aggressive gear changes. It's breathing through long tube headers, a Cyclone aluminum intake, and a 650 double pump quick fuel carburetor. Cooling is handled by a brand new aluminum radiator equipped with dual electric fans. And out back, you got a stout 3.73 Posey rear end. This setup gives the car both reliability for everyday use and the performance punch muscle car fans crave. Structurally, the Camaro is solid. Yes, it's got some external rust on the lower doors and quarter panels, but those are common spots of these cars and can be repaired without too much trouble. The important part is that the bones of the car are in great shape, making a strong candidate for either continued daily use or future full restoration. Step inside, and you'll find that the interior has already received quite a bit of attention. It's been refreshed with brand new front and trunk carpets, new heater controls, new door sill plates, and a new package tray. The headliner has also been recovered, giving the cabin a clean, updated look. Combine that with all the glass in good condition, and you've got a car that feels tight and presentable from the driver's seat. And then there are the wheels and tires. This Camaro sits on brand new Cooper Cobra rubber, with 245 divided by 60 divided by 15S in the rear, and 235 divided by 60 divided by 15S up front, filling the fenders just right, and giving the car that aggressive, platted stance the Z28 was known for. The owner notes that this car is turnkey ready to go. It starts, it runs, and it drives, so much so that it's used nearly every day. That's a rare find in the world of classic Camaros, where so many end up parked in garages or waiting on parts. Now, when it comes to the asking price, the seller is firm at $10,000, but is open to best offers. They're also willing to consider a partial trade, up to half the asking price, for something interesting, like a clean T-top third-gen Camaro, a Pontiac Trans Am, or even a good, reliable 4x4 utility four-wheeler. Just keep in mind, no even trades and no time-wasting messages. They're serious about making a fair deal. So, whether you're looking for a classic muscle car you can hop in and drive right now, or a strong foundation to take to the next level, this 1981 Camaro Z28 in Jackson, Kentucky is worth a serious look. With its mix of originality, upgrades, and everyday usability, it's a car that captures the spirit of the Z28, raw power, classic lines, and endless potential. Number 5. The 1957 Ford Fairlane 500, listed at $19,500 and located in Conyers, Georgia. Here's a timeless classic from the golden era of American automobiles, the 1957 Ford Fairlane 500. For enthusiasts, the 57 Fairlane isn't just another old car. It's one of the defining shapes of the 1950s, a car that captured the optimism of post-war America with its bold lines, wide stance, and unmistakable styling. This particular example has been updated and improved to make it more enjoyable on today's roads. Originally, the Fairlane came with a 292 V8, but that engine has since been replaced with a later model 302 small block Ford. Paired with reliable C4 automatic transmission, this powertrain gives the car smooth drivability while still retaining that classic V8 rumble. To make it even more user-friendly, front disc brakes have been added, bringing modern stopping power to a 1950s cruiser. Cooling is handled by an aluminum radiator, while a Holley 4-barrel carburetor delivers plenty of fuel to the engine. And for comfort, this Fairlane has been equipped with power steering, seat belts, and even an underdash air conditioning unit, so you can enjoy those long summer drives without breaking a sweat. On the outside, the car presents beautifully, with its long, sweeping body lines and classic Fairlane trim. Recently, it's been fitted with brand new wheels and tires, giving it a fresh stance and plenty of curb appeal. The seller notes that the video footage was taken before those wheels were added, so it looks even sharper today than what you'll see in older photos or video. Inside, the cabin keeps its vintage charm while benefiting from practical upgrades. It's the kind of car you can drive to a local car show and draw a crowd, but it's also reliable enough to take out on the open road for a weekend cruise. That balance between classic looks and modern usability is exactly what makes this Fairlane stand out. With an asking price of $19,500, the seller is also open to trades for another classic car or truck, just no motorcycles. The contact information is provided for serious buyers, and this one is located in Conyers, Georgia. So, If you've been searching for a 50s Ford that's not just a garage ornament but a real driver's car, this 1957 Fairlane 500 deserves your attention. It combines vintage style with thoughtful upgrades, making it both a piece of history and a car you can truly enjoy today. Number 6. The 1979 Dodge Monaco, listed at $7,500 and located in Clearwater, Florida. Here's a survivor from the late 70s, a 1979 Dodge Monaco that's been fully restored and ready for the road. The Monaco, as many know, carried Dodge's reputation for big American sedans, comfortable, roomy, and built to last. While the Diplomat would eventually take its place in the lineup, this particular example is a Monaco model, which doesn't come with a Diplomat package, but still delivers all the essentials of that era's Mopar design. This car shows just 31,528 miles on the odometer and comes with an automatic transmission, making it smooth and easy to drive whether you're cruising around town or heading out for a weekend trip. Under the hood, it's been kept reliable, and the current owner has recently performed a fresh oil change, less than 30 miles ago, so it's road ready from day one. What makes this Dodge stand out is the level of attention that's gone into its restoration. The car has a completely new interior feel thanks to brand new carpet and a new headliner. Even the details have been handled. New headlights installed to brighten up the night, and a modern Bluetooth radio with a sound system added, so you can enjoy your music while keeping the vintage look on the outside. The air conditioning works, which is a big plus in a Florida car. Step inside, and you'll notice how clean the interior is. It doesn't just look restored, it feels well cared for, making the driving experience even more enjoyable. This Monaco blends its original late 70s character with just enough upgrades to keep it practical for modern use. The seller is asking $7,500 or best offer, which puts it in a sweet spot for anyone looking for a classic sedan that won't break the bank, but has already had the hard work done. Being located in Clearwater, Florida, it's also in a part of the country where rust is far less a concern compared to northern cars. For collectors, it's a chance to own a piece of Mopar history that isn't as commonly seen at shows. And for someone just looking for a cool weekend cruiser, it's a reliable, comfortable, and stylish way to stand out on the road. So whether you're after a unique classic driver, a car show conversation starter, or simply a well-sorted 70s Dodge, this 1979 Monaco deserve a look. At $7,500 OBO, it's ready for its next owner to enjoy. Number 7. The 1990 Mercury Grand Marquis, priced at $5,000, and located in Saginaw, Michigan. Here we have a true classic from the early 90s, a 1990 Mercury Grand Marquis with just 90,979 miles on the odometer. If you know these cars, you know they represent peak American comfort cruising. Big, full-size, rear-wheel drive sedans with all the features that made long drives across the country feel like floating on air. This particular Grand Marquis has survived the years in what's best described as survivor condition. It's received a recent respray, giving it a fresh look, though you'll still find a few scuffs here and there. Reminders that this is a car that's been driven and enjoyed, not hidden away. The vinyl top is in good shape, and best of all, there are no visible rust spots, which is impressive for a Michigan-based vehicle of this age. Inside, you get the full Mercury experience of the era. Power windows, power door locks, power seats, even a power antenna. It's all here, designed to make life easier back when luxury meant buttons everywhere. It's a car built for comfort, the kind of ride where you sink into the plush seating and just cruise. Mechanically, it's been kept up to date where it counts. The car has a brand new set of tires with less than 1,000 miles on them, so the ride is smooth and confident. A new battery has also been installed, so you don't have to worry about cold starts. The AIC system does need a little minor work to stay consistently cold, but when charged, it still blows well, which is a plus for summer cruising. The asking price is $5,000 or best offer, which makes this a very accessible entry point into the world of classic American luxury cars. These Panthers, whether it's a Grand Marquis, Crown Victoria, or town car, have a reputation for reliability and long lifespans. They're easy to maintain, parts are widely available, and the driving feel is unmatched if you're a fan of old-school V8 body-on-frame construction. Whether you're a collector looking to add a clean example of Mercury to your lineup, or you just want a dependable, stylish cruiser that still turns heads at a gas station, this Grand Marquis delivers. Big chrome bumpers, comfortable ride, and timeless presence. It's everything you'd expect from Mercury's flagship sedan of the era. So if you're in the Saginaw area and looking for a smooth-running, well-kept classic, this 1990 Mercury Grand Marquis could be the perfect fit. Priced at $5,000 OBO, it's ready for its next chapter with a new owner who appreciates old-school American luxury. Number 8. The 1975 Lincoln Continental Town Car, priced at $7,000 and located in Stevens, Pennsylvania. If you're looking for a piece of classic American luxury from the mid-70s, this one's worth your attention. Up for grabs is a 1975 Lincoln Continental Town Car. It's packing the legendary 460 cubic inch V8 under the hood. That's 7.5 liters of pure, old-school torque. It runs strong, drives great, and carries all the presence you'd expect from a full-size luxury sedan of this era. This example shows 92,000 miles, and with proper care, these big Lincolns are known to go the distance. Cosmetically, it's in very good condition. Originally a Florida car, it has been spared from the harsh northern winters, which means corrosion and rust are minimal, something that's hard to come by on a nearly 50-year-old vehicle. The paint still presents nicely, and the big chrome bumpers and trim give it that unmistakable 70s luxury look. Inside, the car still offers that plush Lincoln atmosphere, with features that were ahead of their time. Power windows, power seats, power locks, even a power antenna. It's fully loaded with all the creature comforts you'd expect from a town car. The interior itself is complete and functional, though it could use some new upholstery to really bring it back to showroom condition. The heater core also needs to be replaced, but outside of those details, this is a solid driver that can be enjoyed as is. What makes this car special is the road presence. The 1975 Lincoln Continental is a massive car, designed to float down the highway with smoothness and silence. Driving one is less about speed and more about comfort and style. It's about gliding along in a car that turns heads simply because of its size, chrome, and unmistakable Lincoln design. At $7,000, it's an affordable entry point into the world of classic American luxury cars. You're getting a big block V8, rear-wheel drive, and a piece of 70s history that's still roadworthy today. Whether you want to enjoy it as a weekend cruiser, freshen it up with a little restoration, or even use it as a base for a custom build, this Lincoln has plenty of potential. So if you're in Stevens, Pennsylvania, and you've been dreaming about owning a classic luxury sedan that blends comfort, size, and presence, this 1975 Lincoln Continental Town Car might just be the one. Priced at $7,000, it's ready for its next chapter with someone who appreciates what these big Lincolns are all about. Number 9. The 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, priced at $13,500 and located in West Babylon. Here we got a true piece of American automotive history, a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. This one is finished in a bold red paint, and it's showing just 69,876 miles on the odometer. With a clean title in hand, it's ready for its next chapter with a new owner who appreciates what the original pony car represents. This Mustang is equipped with the inline six-cylinder engine, paired to an automatic transmission. Now, while it's not the V8 that many think of when they picture a Mustang, the straight six was the perfect balance of affordability and dependability back in the 60s. It still offers that classic driving experience, with enough power to cruise comfortably while giving you that smooth, old-school feel behind the wheel. Condition-wise, the seller notes it is excellent, and that shows in the details. The body lines are straight, the paint pops in bright red, and the chrome trim really brings out the Mustang's timeless styling. The coupe design gives it that classic long hood and short deck profile that made this car an icon the day it rolled out Ford showrooms back in the mid-60s. Inside, the Mustang continues to deliver on that vintage charm. You'll find the classic dash layout with its clean gauges, the original style steering wheel, and the kind of interior design that defined an entire generation of drivers. With seating for four, it's a practical classic you can share with family or friends on weekend drives, cruise nights, or local shows. What makes this car special isn't just its looks, but what it represents. The '66 Mustang Coupe was part of the early wave that cemented Ford's place in history, kicking off the pony car craze and inspiring countless competitors. To this day, it's one of the most recognizable American cars ever built, and it still turns heads wherever it goes. At $13,500, this one sits at a sweet spot for someone who wants to get into the classic Mustang world without spending top-tier money for a fully restored GT or fastback. It's clean, it's drivable, and it's ready for someone who wants the thrill of owning and driving a true classic. So, if you're in West Babylon and looking for a solid entry into Mustang ownership, this 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe could be the car you've been waiting for. With its clean history, excellent condition, and timeless design, it's a chance to own a piece of American legend for $13,500. Number 10. The 1977 Buick Regal Coupe, listed for $5,500 and located in San Bernardino. Here we have a clean example of late 70s American style, a 1977 Buick Regal Coupe. This one shows just 87,000 miles on the odometer and comes with a clean title, making a solid choice for someone looking to get into classic ownership without breaking the bank. The Regal was Buick's answer to combining comfort, style, and just enough performance to make it fun to drive. By 1977, the Regal was already building its reputation as a personal luxury coupe, sitting in that sweet spot between Buick's big full-size cars and their sporter offerings. With an automatic transmission and gas-fed V8 or V6 options, depending on the build, the Regal delivered smooth driving with plenty of room inside. This particular example, finished in coupe form, really captures the essence of the era. The long, sweeping body lines, the wide stance, and that unmistakable Buick grille give it a presence on a road that stands out even today. Cars from this era are getting harder to find in good, unmolested condition, and this one, with under 90,000 miles, still has a lot of life left to give. Inside, the Regal offered comfort-focused features that made it popular among drivers who wanted something classy without being over the top. Power steering, comfortable seating, and a layout that was built for long drives made it a true cruiser. At the time, Buick was known for building cars that fell a step above your average Chevy, and this Regal carried that reputation forward. What makes this Buick appealing today is that it sits at a very approachable price point. At $5,500, you're not just getting a car, you're getting a piece of 1970s American automotive culture. It's the kind of car that could be enjoyed as a weekend driver, a base for a light restoration, or even as a unique daily cruiser if you want something with character. And unlike some classics that require heavy restoration, this one is already roadworthy, with mileage that suggests it's been gently used over the decades. With its clean title and solid body, it's a car that could either stay original or be customized to your taste without guilt. So, if you're in San Bernardino and want a slice of 70s American style that blends comfort, class, and character, this 1977 Buick Regal Coupe at $5,500 could be the right fit. It's affordable, it's classic, and it's ready for someone new to enjoy. Number 11. The 1959 Buick Electra, currently listed for $7,500 and located in Laramie. The Electra was Buick's flagship in the late 50s, designed to compete with Cadillac and Oldsmobile in the full-size luxury market. Known for its massive proportions, bold use of chrome, and striking rear fins, the '59 Electra is a car that turns heads even in project condition. This particular example shows an odometer reading of 999,999 miles and is equipped with an automatic transmission, staying true to the comfort-focused character Buick was famous for. Now, let's be clear, this Electra is being sold as a project. The seller mentions there is rust in the inner and outer rockers, which is a common issue for cars of this age. However, The foundation is solid enough to make restoration worthwhile. Under the hood sits the original 401 cubic inch nailhead V8, an engine known for its reliability and strong torque. The seller says it still turns over, which is a good sign that the drivetrain hasn't been left for dead. For someone looking to breathe new life into a late 50s cruiser, having the numbers-matching motor intact is a big plus. Another standout point is that this Buick is complete. Nothing has been chopped, stripped, or modified beyond recognition. You're not starting with basket case. You're starting with an original car that has survived over 6 decades. And to top it off, the car comes with a clean title, making the process of getting it back on the road much smoother. So, who is this Electra for? It's ideal for the enthusiast who enjoys the challenge of bringing a piece of history back to life. Restored examples of the '59 Electra are highly sought after, not just for their rarity, but for their dramatic design language. This is a car that represents the optimism and extravagance of the American automotive industry in the late 50s. With its wide stance, jet-inspired details, and a presence that simply can't be ignored, the Electra is as much a rolling work of art as it is a machine. At $7,500, this Buick offers both an entry point into the collector car world and the potential for real value once restored. Whether you want to return it to original factory condition, complete with period-correct trim and interior, or customize it into a low-slung cruiser, the possibilities are wide open. What's certain is that opportunities to own a complete 1959 Electra don't come around often. For the right buyer, this is a chance to own not just a car, but a statement piece of American automotive history. Number 12. The 1961 Pontiac Star Chief, listed at $11,500 and located in Tucson. The Star Chief was Pontiac's top-of-the-line full-size offering, known for its long, elegant body, smooth ride, and upscale trim. This particular example is something special because it remains largely untouched, still wearing its original paint and original interior. Finding a car from this era that hasn't been heavily modified or restored is becoming increasingly rare, and it speaks volumes about how well this one has been preserved. Under the hood, you'll find the original V8 engine paired with a factory automatic transmission, and the seller notes it's a complete numbers-matching drivetrain. With only 66,000 original miles showing, this Star Chief has plenty of life left. It also comes with factory comfort features that made Pontiac a standout in the early 60s. Air conditioning, power brakes, and power steering, all which elevate the driving experience well beyond your average classic car. The details continue to add value. All the glass is original. The tires are in good condition, and it even comes with a brand new spare. A new battery has been installed. So this car isn't just for display. It's ready to start, run, and drive right now. That means you could comfortably take it to a local car show this weekend, or simply enjoy it as a weekend cruiser without having to invest in major mechanical work. Visually, the 1961 Star Chief captures that perfect transition between the sweeping 50s design language and the cleaner, more streamlined styling of the 60s. Its long body lines, chrome accents, and commanding presence on the road make it an eye-catcher anywhere it goes. The fact that this car still wears its original finish means you're not just driving a classic, you're preserving a piece of automotive history that tells its story through authenticity. Priced at $11,500, or best offer, this Pontiac offers incredible value for collectors and enthusiasts alike. It's rare to find a numbers-matching, low-mileage Star Chief that hasn't been tampered with, especially one that's already road-ready. Whether you're looking to enter the world of classic Pontiacs or expand your existing collection, this car checks all the right boxes: originality, comfort, and reliability. For the right buyer, it's more than just a car. It's a time capsule from an era when American automobiles truly set the standard for style and presence on the open road. Number 13. The 1979 Ford Thunderbird, listed at just $4,000 and located in Berg Hill, Ohio. The Thunderbird has always held a special place in Ford's lineup, blending comfort, performance, and a touch of personal luxury. By the late 70s, it was a symbol of affordable style and road presence, and this particular example shows why enthusiasts continue to appreciate these cars today. Showing just under 94,000 miles, this T-Bird still runs and drives well. The seller has put in some recent maintenance to keep it road-ready, including new plugs and wires, a fresh oil change with new filter, and some great upgrades to enhance both style and drivability. Sitting underneath are brand-new American racing wheels wrapped in brand-new BF Goodrich radial tires, giving the car a refreshed stance and plenty of grip. One of the rarest and most desirable features of this car is its interior setup. Instead of the standard bench seating, this Thunderbird comes equipped with factory bucket seats and a floor shifter, a combination not commonly found in this generation. The interior itself is in great shape, making the driving experience even more special for someone who appreciates unique factory options. Like any car of its age, it isn't perfect. The seller notes some rust and cosmetic flaws on the driver's side, but importantly, the underside of the car remains very solid. That means structurally, this Thunderbird still has a lot to offer, whether you're planning to restore it further or simply enjoy it as a budget-friendly classic cruiser. At just $4,000, this car represents an affordable way to step into a world of classic personal luxury coupes. The seller is also open to trades, with particular interest in older Ford cars and trucks, which gives potential buyers some flexibility in how they want to make a deal. The 1979 Thunderbird captures the look and feel of a unique era in American automotive history. With its sharp lines, comfortable ride, and rare bucket seat interior, it's a car that delivers both nostalgia and driving enjoyment. For someone looking for a classic with personality, character, and affordability, this Thunderbird checks all the boxes. Number 14. The 1986 Lincoln Town Car, listed for just $1,000 and located in Indianapolis, Indiana. The Town Car has long been a symbol of American luxury, big, comfortable, and built for smooth highway cruising. By the mid-'80s, Lincoln had firmly established itself as a go-to brand for those who valued space, refinement, and a quiet ride. This example still carries that DNA, but it's being offered more as a project or parts car than a daily driver. Showing 102,419 miles on the odometer, this Lincoln is equipped with an automatic transmission and its original V8 engine. The seller notes that the engine runs strong, which is always a good sign for a car this age. However, the transmission is not in the same condition, and that's where the main challenge lies. Because of this, the seller makes it clear that the car will need to be trailered home, and it should not be relied upon for regular driving in its current state. Cosmetically, the car does have some front fender damage, adding to the list of things a buyer may want to address. Still, the Town Car's body lines and classic boxy silhouette remain unmistakable, a look that has become iconic among Lincoln enthusiasts and collectors of vintage American luxury sedans. Given its condition, the seller has priced his car accordingly at just $1,000, with cash-only terms and no shipping offered. Pickup is required in the Avon area outside Indianapolis. The seller even suggests it could serve well as a demo derby car, though for someone with time, space, and vision, it could also make a unique restoration project or serve as a solid donor vehicle for another Lincoln build. This 1986 Lincoln Town Car is clearly being sold as is, but for the right buyer, it could be an affordable entry into the world of classic Lincolns. Whether you're interested in pulling parts, taking it on as a mechanical project, or using it for something more unconventional like the demolition derby circuit, it's a piece of 80s American motoring history that's available at a budget-friendly price. Number 15. The 1979 Chrysler 300, listed at $15,000 and located in Centerville, Massachusetts. With only 37,051 miles on the odometer, this example is a well-preserved survivor that has been garage-kept and carefully maintained. The seller explains that this car originally belonged to his late father, who purchased it back in 2018, most likely from a collector, judging by its condition and history. For enthusiasts who know these cars, the 1979 Chrysler 300 was a unique offering in Chrysler's lineup. Based on the Cordoba platform, the 300 brought together classic styling cues with performance-oriented equipment, including Chrysler's big V8 power under the hood bucket seats and a sportier driving feel Compare to more formal sedans of the era. This particular car appears to have been well cared for, with no obvious signs of neglect or major issues. Though it is currently off the road, the seller takes around the neighborhood regularly to keep the fluids moving and the car in running condition. There are a few modifications worth noting. According to the records, the seller's father installed a MagnaFlow exhaust, something he apparently did on every car he owned, giving this Chrysler a deeper, more commanding tone. The air conditioning system was also removed at some point, though the seller believes the parts may still be in the garage and available for the next owner. Since purchasing the car in 2018, only about 4,000 miles have been added, keeping the total mileage exceptionally low for its age. The car's title is clean and currently lists both the seller's late father and mother. To simplify the transfer, the seller notes that his mother will provide a death certificate and a signed affidavit, making the process at the RMV straightforward. While the seller lives a few towns away, he's doing his best to manage inquiries and showings, with the goal of finding a serious collector who understands the significance of this Chrysler 300. At $15,000, this car is aimed squarely at enthusiasts who appreciate Chrysler's late 70s blend of style, performance, and rarity. With its low mileage, garage-kept condition, and family ownership story, it represents more than just a car. It's a piece of history ready to continue its journey in the hands of the right buyer. For someone looking to add a unique Mopar collectible to their garage, this Chrysler 300 is a strong candidate.